It's a very terrible feeling because you wake up in the morning, you don't know how you got home, but you know you have your keys in your pocket and your car sitting out front, and it's, what if I killed somebody last night, or worse? What would you do? I was saved when I was 12. I was very excited to be a new Christian, doing everything that I possibly could for the church, going on mission trips. Within a month or two, my grandmother on my dad's side passed away. My great-grandpa on my mom's side passed away. Then one of the kids that stood next to me in class, he had an asthma attack and passed away. And somebody I looked up to that I went to church with committed suicide. That's when everything started going downhill. I picked up drinking one night. That summer when I went with my cousin, we went to a couple parties, started drinking. After that, I started smoking weed. I would get really drunk at night, and I wake up and I'm like, man, I gotta quit. And I would take all of my alcohol and go set it in the dumpster outside. And then the cravings would hit. And then I would go outside, kind of look around, make sure that my neighbors aren't watching me, and then I'd pull all of my beer out of the trash can. There was a very low point. I was at a party. I knocked out 3/4 of a bottle of 151 of a liter and had a couple beers, and I started getting a migraine. I left the party and I walked into the house and I grabbed my gun and loaded it, and I just remember sitting down on the bed and put it up against my head and I pulled the trigger. God was watching over me again, because I forgot to turn the safety off. And I immediately took the safety off, put it back against my head, and my friend Matthew walked in on me and took it away from me and beat the crap out of me, basically. I woke up in the morning and my parents, they came in and they're like, hey, we found this rehab that you're going to. And I was like, can I go tomorrow? And they were like, no, we're going right now. Honestly, I got there and I saw all these drug addicts and alcoholics, hardcore alcoholics, and I thought they were so much worse than me. Which is funny because I didn't want to admit that I had the problem, so I'm like, oh, look at all you guys are all drunks and da-da-da-da-da. And my counselors stuck it in my face very quickly that I was sicker than most of them because they knew they had a problem and I wouldn't admit that I had the problem. It took me a solid probably 30 to 35 days to actually, my body to adjust for my mind to be able to start grasping onto things. Every day I was going to meetings, to AA meetings, and probably about 3-4 months after I got out of rehab, I completely quit going to my meetings. My counselor would probably disagree with me and say that that's not the best thing, but everything that I was getting at AA, I was finding through Elevate Church. Since then, I have found hope. There's a peace of mind. I found a serenity through God. Me coming back to God definitely was not in an instant, but it all started with me just simply talking to Him. I have complete faith in Him after taking me from a gun in my hand to a point where I'm smiling for no reason, that I'm smiling and I'm happy. I'm Ricky Cadena. I'm a recovering alcoholic drug addict.